I had been thinking about the old hospital all day. Just the idea of exploring it with Mark and Luis, without telling anyone, made my heart race. The rumors about its closure after the fire had intrigued us for weeks. We decided, quietly among ourselves, that tomorrow night we would go, see it with our own eyes, and come back. Curiosity, mixed with a twinge of fear, kept my mind restless. We only took a flashlight and a bottle of water. Driving up to the building, the rusted locks on the metal door caught our attention. The chains were loose, but the door was stuck. Mark pushed several times until he managed to break one of the chains. When the door finally creaked open, a wave of cold, heavy air hit us. Stepping inside, my heart felt tight as if the building itself was watching. As soon as we entered, the wooden floorboards creaked under our weight. The flashlight illuminated rusted beds, overturned chairs, and crumbling plaster. Every step we took echoed, shadows flickering against the walls. My mind was playing tricks on me. Reality seemed to shift with every corner we turned. Mark and Luis were quiet too, each of us locked in our own unease. Walking through the first rooms, I thought I saw a figure among the debris. Blinking, I realized it was only a shadow, yet my chest tightened. Mark was sweeping the flashlight along the walls, and Luis was peering into corners, silent but tense. The oppressive chill and darkness of the building pressed down on us, turning each step into a deliberate effort to stay calm. As we moved down the corridor, I touched the rough wood of the beds and the rusted metal of equipment. Small sounds creaking, dripping water kept my nerves taut. I thought I glimpsed movement behind me. I spun around, but the space was empty. Luis shivered, and I felt a wave of dread. The shadows seemed alive, dancing in the corners of my eyes, making the night feel endless. When we returned to the entrance, we realized the broken chain hadn't freed the door entirely. The hinge was rusted solid. The door wouldn't budge, trapping us inside. Panic, mixed with disbelief. We were stuck, and the only option was to endure the night here. The building's silence grew heavier, every heartbeat echoing in the hollow halls. We explored the hallways and rooms for hours. Rusted beds, broken chairs, and scattered medical tools littered the floors. Each flicker of our flashlight made shadows jump unnaturally. The line between reality and imagination blurred. My mind couldn't distinguish what was real. Every creak of the floor, every rustle in the corners, felt like something watching us. Time passed, but exhaustion did not bring sleep. Every sound made us jump the wind, whistling through broken windows, the floor groaning beneath our weight. Luis sat against a wall. Mark checked the doors and windows, and I wandered with the flashlight, tense and alert. The building seemed to breathe around us, feeding our fear. In every room, objects appeared to move when we looked away. Chairs seemed to shift, beds angled differently, and shadows danced in impossible ways. We all caught glimpses, but no one spoke. Fear and fatigue twisted our perception, making each step a challenge. The old hospital had turned into a maze of uncertainty and dread. We checked every window and exit. All were barred and locked with iron grills. Looking outside offered no relief. Trapped inside, hopelessness settled over us. The air was cold and stale. Our breaths came out in small, visible puffs. The dark, the empty rooms, and the silence combined to make the hours stretch endlessly. As the night dragged on, the hallucinations intensified. Stains on the walls seemed to shift, plaster crumbled in slow, impossible motion, and the shadows became figures in my mind. I thought I saw someone standing behind Mark, but when I turned, the hallway was empty. Luce's eyes were wide, trembling. The fear and uncertainty had merged into a single, relentless pressure. Every window and door we checked was locked, every escape barred. Flashlight in hand, we examined each grill. The bars were unyielding. There was no way out. The building seemed to stretch around us, the darkness thickening. Our minds played tricks, making the shadows more vivid, our own footsteps loud and alien. Closer to dawn, I noticed one window that differed. It had no iron bars, and the glass seemed fragile. Mark shone the flashlight on it, and I tested it, hitting it sharply several times. The glass finally cracked and shattered. We squeezed through, relief washing over us as fresh air hit our faces. The nightmare of being trapped and seeing phantoms finally ended. We stumbled outside into the cool morning air. Our legs shook, and our breaths came in heavy gasps. Mark and Luis exchanged silent glances. No words were needed. The hallucinations, the fear, and the suffocating darkness of the night still lingered in our minds. We had survived, but the experience would haunt us. Walking away from the building and down the forest path, we turned off the flashlight. The crisp morning air eased our nerves, but the memory of the shadows, the sounds, and the oppressive silence stayed with us. Each step felt lighter, yet our minds replayed the night, the phantoms of the abandoned hospital etched into our memories.